It's been called eBay for illegal drugs, a network of relatively hidden websites where users can buy everything from ecstasy to opium with little fear of prosecution. One of the most high-profile sites shut down last week amid fear that the network had been infiltrated by law enforcement officers. But police seem unable to stop other sites openly trading Class A drugs on what's called the dark web. Cordelia Lynch reports.
It looks and sounds like a wind-up, a Silicon Valley-style advert offering you the chance to get illegal drugs sent directly to your door. So do these online drug bazaars actually deliver? This is £160 worth of MDMA. It's a Class A drug, but it took us just 10 minutes to order online. It was delivered 3 days later by first-class post.
Because ecstasy tablets became unfashionable, people were selling MDMA in crystals, just like this.
It's as easy as buying an item from eBay or Amazon.
I was making huge profits, and that was just the beginning. Once I got bigger and better, it was more profits. It was just insane.
The deals are done on the dark web, a network of hidden websites only accessible using special software. People trade with a virtual currency that's very difficult to trace. And a source close to the FBI has told us they're facing an exceptionally secure and smart enemy. Meanwhile, the sellers are cashing in. I spoke to Ryan West, who said he made more than £20,000 over 6 months.
I know Australians always prefer UK because it seems like a safe country to get from instead of, like, say, the Netherlands or Germany. UK is quicker and safer.
We decided to see just how easy it is to buy drugs on a site called Silk Road. Its yearly sales are reported to be over £13 million. Well, on here I can see everything from heroin, crack, ecstasy pills. The heroin here goes from $225 up to $5,000. You can even rate people. This is a system based on trust. Here the seller says 2 grams of the best Afghan brown heroin. Satisfaction guaranteed, it promises. We bought 3.5 grams of MDMA, a key ingredient in ecstasy, and 1 gram of opium. Well, the envelopes have arrived. It took just 3 days, and now we're going to find out what's inside. We're at a government licensed laboratory, and they're going to test the contents for us. John Ramsey is a toxicologist who spent nearly 3 decades analysing drugs for the police.
So we've got an almost perfect match for crystal MDMA.
Next, he tested the opium we ordered.
So we've got one small package which could be opium.
It too tested positive. Are you surprised that these things are so readily available on the internet?
Yes, I am. I mean, we know there's a ready market in legal highs, but these are illegal compounds, and I am surprised that it's relatively straightforward to buy them over the internet.
But some behind the sites believe the authorities are closing in on them. 6 months ago, Atlantis was the new kid on the net, with a brazen new social media campaign. But last Friday, it was suddenly shut down. We spoke to the man claiming to be behind this advert. He wouldn't reveal his identity or location.
It's been coming to light that basically it's not as secure as the owners maybe thought it was when they set up the site. And I think that they're choosing to cut their losses now rather than potentially be tracked down.
How do you justify what you do?
We were very clear that nothing could be sold which would inflict harm on another person. Now, by that means guns, child pornography. Of course, we view drugs as different.
Whatever is fueling these drug-friendly shopping sites, they're causing a headache for law enforcement. Home Office consultant Neil Hare-Brown has spent years tracking them.
Here we're talking about just very, very small amounts of drugs, but huge numbers of packages coming through the postal network. Luckily for us, though, there are certain ways in which the software is used which means that there can sometimes be some kind of digital evidence left through the use of that software.
The big problem is following those leads takes money and manpower, and while they're in short supply, the deliveries keep coming. These drugs are now bound for the incinerator, but there are many more being sold every day on Silk Road and other sites that are unlikely to meet a similar fate.
Cordelia Lynch reports.